One exercise to build complete core strength after 60. For individuals navigating life beyond the remarkable milestone of 60 years, the quest for sustained vitality often focuses on maintaining physical independence and comfort. It's a stage of life where the nuances of bodily function become more pronounced, and the simple acts of daily living can either be effortless or challenging, largely depending on foundational strength. There exists a profoundly simple yet remarkably effective core exercise, an unsung hero in the realm of fitness that is often overlooked despite its immense potential. This particular exercise holds the veritable key to unlocking a cascade of invaluable benefits: significantly enhanced balance, the elusive freedom from persistent back pain, and the cultivation of robust, lifelong strength that truly underpins every movement and activity. What makes this exercise even more appealing, especially for those with packed schedules or a desire for efficiency, is its incredible brevity. It demands a mere 3 minutes of your day to yield profound, lasting results. This fundamental routine, when integrated into one's daily rhythm, can dramatically reshape the experience of aging, transforming it into a journey of sustained capability and comfort rather than one of gradual decline. Today, we delve deep into understanding precisely what this transformative exercise entails and, crucially, how to execute it with perfect form and utmost safety within the familiar confines of your own home. Many individuals, when contemplating core training, instinctively gravitate towards traditional methods like sit-ups or planks. These exercises have become almost synonymous with core workout in the popular imagination, leading many to believe they represent the definitive approach to strengthening the abdominal region. However, a closer examination reveals that these conventional methods, while not inherently bad, often fall short of optimal effectiveness, especially for an older demographic, and can even introduce risks. Sit-ups, for instance, frequently become a primary contributor to lower back pain because of their inherent biomechanics. Rather than primarily engaging the deep, stabilizing core muscles that are essential for spinal health, sit-ups tend to heavily rely on the powerful hip flexor muscles. These muscles, located at the front of your hips, can, when overused or overly dominant, pull on the lumbar spine, leading to discomfort, strain, and even chronic pain over time. The deeper, more intrinsic core muscles, such as the transversus abdominis, the multifidus, and the pelvic floor, which are designed to provide foundational stability and support to the spine, are often neglected in the process of a standard sit-up. Similarly, planks, while excellent for building isometric strength, predominantly involve static holds. While static strength has its place, it doesn't always translate seamlessly or sufficiently into the dynamic, fluid movements that characterize daily life. Our lives are not lived in frozen, unmoving poses. They involve constant motion, bending to pick up an object, reaching for something on a high shelf, walking, turning, twisting, and maintaining balance while navigating uneven terrain. A core training approach that focuses solely on static holds may not adequately prepare the body for the complex, multi-directional demands of real-world activity, thereby making it less relevant to the functional needs of an active individual. What we genuinely seek and truly need, particularly as we mature, is a method that fosters gentle yet profound core activation. This approach prioritizes perfect control and fluid, intentional movement. The objective is to systematically re-educate and re-engage your deep core muscles, allowing them to relearn their critical role in supporting your spine and stabilizing your torso throughout the entirety of your day. This re-engagement ensures that whether you're performing routine tasks like getting out of a chair, carrying groceries, enjoying a walk, or participating in hobbies, your deep core acts as a resilient and reliable internal brace, continuously providing support. This is precisely where the revolutionary concept of the core activation ladder comes into play. It's not just an exercise, it's a meticulously designed progressive system tailored to safely and effectively reawaken your deep core. The core activation ladder is thoughtfully structured across 3 distinct levels, each building upon the foundational strength and control established in the preceding stage. Despite its multi-tiered design, it maintains a singular, unwavering objective: to safely and systematically wake up your deep core muscles. This means encouraging them to fire correctly, efficiently, and with sustained endurance. Our journey through this ladder begins with version 1, the fundamental starting point for everyone. I will guide you through each subsequent version, explaining the nuances and benefits of each. It is absolutely crucial for every participant to commence their journey at version 1. Progression to the next level should only occur once you can confidently and comfortably perform more than 1 minute of continuous controlled movement within your current version without experiencing a loss of form, a lapse in control, or any significant feeling of fatigue. This ensures that you build a solid foundation of strength and neurological connection before advancing, minimizing risk, and maximizing efficacy. The overall routine is straightforward. Once you've identified the version that corresponds to your current level of strength and control, you will perform it 3 separate times, dedicating 1 minute to each repetition. This structure, totaling just 3 minutes, provides sufficient stimulus to engage and strengthen your deep core without overwhelming it. Let's turn our attention now to version number 1, the inaugural step on this core activation journey. This initial phase is entirely dedicated to the foundational act of activating your core muscles. Before we delve into the specifics, a vital caveat: this particular exercise, like any physical activity, is not universally suitable for every individual. It is imperative that you listen intently to your body. Should any of these exercises induce pain, discomfort, or an exacerbation of existing conditions, please, for your safety and well-being, avoid them and consult with a healthcare professional. Now, assuming you are ready and free from pain, here's how to proceed. Begin by lying down on your back. The surface you choose is important. Either a firm mattress that offers adequate support or a comfortable mat placed directly on the floor. Ensure your body is relaxed but attentive. Once settled, bend your knees, positioning your feet flat on the surface beneath you. Aim for an approximate 90-degree angle at your knees, creating a stable base. The very first action you'll initiate is a subtle yet powerful one. Gently push your lower back down into the supporting surface. This isn't about straining. It's a controlled engagement that subtly flattens the curve of your lumbar spine against the bed or mat, effectively engaging the deep abdominal muscles. Your arms can rest comfortably by your sides, palms down or up, whichever feels most natural and allows your shoulders to relax. Now bring one of your legs up, lifting your foot off the ground. The goal is to create a distinct 90-degree angle at your hip and another 90-degree angle at your knee, so your thigh is perpendicular to the floor and your shin is parallel. Maintain this precise alignment. Next, slowly and deliberately bring the other leg up to mirror the first, achieving the same 90-degree by 90-degree posture. At this precise juncture, with both feet lifted and suspended, you should begin to feel a distinct activation within your core. It's not a burning sensation, but rather a gentle tightening, a feeling of muscles engaging around your midsection. This is your deep core switching on, working to stabilize your pelvis and spine. After holding this position briefly, gently, and with control, lower the first leg back down to the starting position, followed by the second leg. Repeat this sequence. Up with one leg, up with the other, then down with the first, and down with the second. If the instruction to feel your core switch on leaves you feeling a tad confused, rest assured you're not alone. Many people struggle to isolate and identify this sensation. Essentially, when we refer to your core switching on, we are talking about the concerted engagement of the muscles that envelop your entire middle region, akin to an internal corset. These muscles include the aforementioned transversus abdominis, which wraps around your abdomen like a wide belt, the obliques, responsible for twisting and side bending, and the deeper spinal stabilizers. The mechanism at play in this exercise is elegantly simple. When you lift one or both of your feet from the mat or bed, you are deliberately removing a significant base of support. Each foot on the ground provides a point of stability. By lifting them, you challenge your body's inherent need for stability, Consequently, your core muscles are compelled to work much harder and more actively to maintain the stability of your torso and pelvis. When both feet are lifted, you've removed both primary bases of support from below, dramatically increasing the demand on your deep core to prevent your body from rocking or losing alignment. Conversely, when you place one foot back on the ground, the task becomes easier as you've restored partial stability. And when both feet return, the challenge to the core significantly diminishes. This understanding illuminates the fundamental principle of this exercise. We are strategically challenging your core muscles by progressively reducing their external support, forcing them to become more engaged and robust. Once you have mastered version 1 and can comfortably perform it for more than a minute of continuous controlled movement without compromising form or experiencing undue fatigue, you are ready to elevate your challenge. But before we unveil the next variation, if you find yourself eager to discover more exercises precisely tailored to your unique level of strength and mobility, allowing for truly personalized progression, I warmly invite you to explore my free Stronger for Life roadmap. This invaluable resource is designed to provide you with a bespoke pathway to enhanced physical capability, offering guidance that aligns perfectly with your individual needs and goals. You can access this comprehensive roadmap by utilizing the link conveniently located in the description box directly beneath this video. It's a fantastic opportunity to further personalize your journey towards lifelong strength and vitality. Now let's gracefully transition to the second variation in our core activation ladder, an exercise known as the double leg toe taps. This version builds upon the foundation established in version 1, introducing an increased level of challenge while maintaining the crucial focus on controlled movement and deep core engagement. The initial setup is precisely the same as before, ensuring consistency and proper starting alignment. Begin by lying flat on your back, with your knees bent and feet flat on the firm mattress or mat. Initiate the movement by gently but firmly pushing your lower back down into the supporting surface, effectively flattening your lumbar curve and activating your deep abdominal muscles. Then, in a controlled manner, lift one leg to the 90-degree hip and 90-degree knee position, followed by the second leg, so both feet are suspended in the air, mimicking the peak position of version 1. The critical difference here is that you will maintain both of your legs in this elevated, bent knee position throughout the entire exercise, keeping both feet continuously off the ground. From this stable, elevated position, you will slowly and deliberately drop the toes of one foot towards the ground, aiming for a gentle tap. The movement should be meticulously controlled, originating from your hip rather than just swinging your foot. The goal is to reach down just far enough to lightly touch the surface with your toes, not to bear weight through them. Imagine you are just kissing the floor with your big toe. Once the light tap is achieved, slowly and with continuous core engagement, bring that leg back up to the starting 90-degree by 90-degree position. Immediately, without rest, repeat the same precise movement with the other leg. Slowly drop the toes down to tap the surface, then deliberately return it to the elevated starting position. Continue alternating legs in this gentle, rhythmic fashion. Throughout this entire sequence, the absolute paramount instruction is to maintain your lower back pressed flat against the mat or bed. This is your most critical indicator of correct form and core engagement. The very instant you feel your lower back begin to arch or lift away from the surface, it signals a loss of core control. This means you've either pushed yourself too far or your deep core muscles are becoming too fatigued to maintain proper spinal stability. At that point, it is imperative to stop the exercise, rest, and perhaps return to version 1 or simply reassess your capacity. There's no benefit in continuing with compromised form. Doing so can negate the benefits and potentially lead to strain. Conversely, if you can comfortably perform more than a minute of this double leg toe taps variation, maintaining impeccable form and feeling a satisfying yet controlled engagement in your stomach muscles, a clear indication they've had a really good deep workout, then you are prepared for the ultimate challenge in our ladder. We now arrive at the final variation, the pinnacle of our core activation ladder, an exercise aptly named the dead bug. If you can master this exercise, you are bringing together a harmonious symphony of strength, stability, and coordination, as it intricately involves the simultaneous, coordinated movement of all your limbs. It represents the full integration of the deep core's stabilizing power with the dynamic demands of limb motion. So let's meticulously outline the steps. Just as with the previous versions, you will begin by lying flat on your back on your chosen stable surface, knees bent and feet flat. The critical first action remains. Deliberately push your lower back down into the mat or bed, establishing that foundational core engagement and pelvic stability. Next, lift your legs one by one into the 90-degree hip and 90-degree knee position, suspending both feet in the air. Now we introduce the upper body component. Slowly and intentionally extend your arms straight up towards the ceiling, so your hands are directly above your shoulders. At this point, with all four limbs, both legs and both arms, extended upwards and suspended in the air, you will instantly recognize why this exercise earned its memorable name. You truly resemble a beetle that has rolled onto its back, all limbs flailing helplessly, hence the dead bug moniker. This starting position, while seemingly passive, already places a significant demand on your core to maintain spinal neutrality. Now, for the dynamic, integrated movement, we are going to engage in an alternating arm and leg extension. This requires focused concentration and unwavering core control. Simultaneously, you will straighten your left leg, slowly extending it outwards and downwards towards the floor, making sure it stays just above the surface, hovering rather than resting. At the exact same moment, your right arm will begin to move backwards over your head, also extending towards the floor, again hovering just above the surface without making contact. The key is perfect synchronicity. Both limbs should move away from the center of your body at the same speed and reach their extended, hovering position simultaneously. It is crucial throughout this entire bilateral movement to relentlessly focus on keeping your lower back pressed firmly against the mat or bed. This flat back is your anchor, your non-negotiable point of reference. If you feel your back begin to arch, it's a sign that your core is disengaging and you need to reduce the range of motion or pause. Once both the left leg and right arm are extended and hovering, slowly and with absolute control, bring them back to their original starting position, legs at 90-90, arms straight up. Take a brief moment to re-establish your core and then smoothly transition to the other side. This time, you will straighten your right leg outwards and downwards, simultaneously dropping your left arm back and downwards. Again, both limbs hover just above the surface, and your back remains flat. Return both limbs to the starting position. Continue to alternate these contralateral movements, coordinating your left leg with your right arm and your right leg with your left arm. Think of it as a slow, deliberate, and exquisitely controlled marching motion while lying on your back. Each extension and return should be fluid, purposeful, and executed with an unyielding commitment to maintaining that flat lower back. The hovering aspect is key. By not resting your limbs, you keep the muscles continually engaged and increase the demand on your core stabilizers. It's not just about moving the limbs, it's about controlling that movement from your core, preventing any unwanted spinal compensation. You might notice the specific sequence being described as left leg and right arm, then right leg and left arm, followed by down with the left and the right arm in the original text, which might cause momentary confusion. To clarify, the fundamental pattern is always the opposite arm and leg moving simultaneously. So, to ensure precision in your practice, extend the left leg and the right arm, then return. Then, extend the right leg and the left arm, then return. This consistent cross-body engagement is what makes the dead bug so potent for comprehensive core strength and coordination. Just like the preceding versions, you will aim to run through this entire sequence, alternating sides consistently and with controlled precision for a full minute. This constitutes the final and most comprehensive exercise in the core activation ladder. The efficacy of this deep core training regimen is not merely theoretical, it is consistently demonstrated in tangible, life-changing results. I recall working with a remarkable lady in her early 70s who had endured years of persistent, debilitating back tightness. Her daily life was often marred by discomfort, limiting her ability to engage fully in activities she once cherished. Instead of prescribing the common but often inappropriate planks or sit-ups, which might have exacerbated her condition, I guided her through these very 3 variations of the core activation ladder. Her commitment was unwavering, and the simplicity of the routine made it highly sustainable. Incredibly, after just 2 weeks of consistent practice, she reported a transformative change. Her exact words were, "My back feels lighter, like it's not trying to fight with me anymore." This profound sense of relief and liberation from chronic tension wasn't a fluke. It was a direct testament to the immense power of training the deep core muscles in a gentle, controlled, and progressive manner. Exactly the kind of strategic approach I've elucidated for you today. The beauty of this entire system lies in its remarkable efficiency, coupled with its profound impact. These invaluable benefits, the cultivation of a robust, pain-free back, significantly improved balance, and foundational strength that enhances every aspect of daily living, can be effortlessly integrated into your routine. All it truly requires is a dedicated 3 minutes each day. This represents an astonishingly small investment of time and effort, yet it promises a colossal, life-altering reward. The subtle but consistent engagement of your deep core can translate into a newfound ease in performing everyday tasks, whether it's bending to tie your shoes, lifting a grandchild, carrying groceries, or simply standing tall with confidence. You'll move with greater fluidity, experience fewer aches, and enjoy a heightened sense of stability that empowers you to tackle life's challenges with renewed vigor. This little routine is certainly a powerful ally in helping you balance better and move through life with greater stability. However, if your aspirations extend beyond core strength and you wish to comprehensively fortify your body by building strength in another absolutely vital muscle group, one that works in tandem with your newly acquired core strength to keep your entire back safe and resilient, then I urge you to take the next step. Please click on the video that is currently appearing on your screen right now. It provides a detailed, step-by-step guide to achieving precisely that. I look forward to seeing you there, ready to continue your journey towards a stronger, more vibrant you.